Hey everybody, I'm ZeldaMaster, and in this video I want to talk about a pretty controversial topic for The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild, and that is Link's death. Now, if you've been up to date with the game so far, you should know what I'm talking about, or at least have an idea of where I'm getting at, and that is that Link dies within Breath of the Wild, and is resurrected 100 years after, in the beginning of the game, to hopefully put an end to what he couldn't do 100 years prior. Now, usually when I mention that, I get a lot of comments and questions questioning why I would say Link was killed, because yeah, it seems a little weird. The hero of Hyrule, the one destined to put an end to Ganon, was killed off. He couldn't do it when he is the destined chosen one to do so. It seems very weird and bizarre, but then again, a whole timeline is based off of Link dying, so let's not get too surprised here. Anyways, to get into how obvious it is that Link was killed off outside of him waking up in the Tower of Resurrection, because I feel like that's when it was already obvious, but Nintendo has made it even more obvious that he was killed off. Now, we do hear from that disembodied voice that is most likely Zelda that Link was asleep for the past 100 years. Now, if you think about it logically, what put Link into stasis for 100 years when Hyrule is on the brink of destruction? As Link wakes up, the old man tells him that Calamity Ganon can break free any moment, and even Zelda tells him that he must hurry. I mean, Hyrule is not safe with Calamity Ganon being trapped in the castle, and Link must act fast because, yes, Calamity Ganon can break free at any moment. So it makes no sense for Link to be asleep for 100 years. Clearly something happened 100 years prior to put Link into the stasis to where he was literally left in the Tower of Resurrection to sleep for 100 years. And I mean, I feel like Nintendo has made it really obvious from the trailers, especially specific scenes that we see, making it really obvious that Link was killed off and that he could do nothing to put an end to Calamity Ganon. And I'd say the first thing that already makes it obvious that Link was killed off is the fact that he didn't stop Calamity Ganon. I mean, if Link wasn't killed, he'd be trying to stop Calamity Ganon. Even in those 100 years, why did suddenly he decide to take that 100-year-long nap? I mean, why would the hero sleep on the job for 100 years? Yes, we've seen Link sleeping at the start of some of his adventures, but once Link actually starts his adventure, the dude doesn't catch a blink of rest. I mean, Link will do whatever he can to put whatever evil is at hand to rest before Link decides to rest. Unless Link is the one put to rest, and by that I mean killed, in this scenario it being Breath of the Wild, because yes, Link was killed in Breath of the Wild, and to be exact, he was killed by a guardian, as we've seen from the certain scenes that Nintendo has shown in their previous trailers. Because yes, we see a scene of Link fighting, completely beat up, along with Zelda, and it seems that Link is about to lose. I mean, Link's hand looks pretty much broken, the Master Sword is all rusted, and then Link gets attacked by the Guardian, and I'm assuming Zelda destroys the Guardian right after, but is unable to save Link. As we can see, the Guardian has a laser locked on Link, ready to shoot him right in what it seems to be his heart. So right in the chest, Link is going to be attacked, and I mean, I find that to be one of the most fatal ways to kill someone, like the head or like the chest. So yeah, I don't see Link surviving that if Link were to be hit by whatever beam the Guardian had. And we've been seeing this exact scene from the very first trailer we saw at E3, and then smaller versions of that scene from there on, now with Zelda in it, because at first Zelda wasn't in the scene where we saw Link get killed off by the Guardian, and that already led a lot of, you know, theorists to speculate that Link was killed off, including myself. And now with these other trailer clips, it's been more confirmed, but I feel like still some people aren't really catching on to what exactly happened, and that is that one of the Guardians most likely turned evil, and even though the Sheikah did deploy all the Guardians to help Hyrule, they went against Hyrule with Calamity Ganon's power, and then Link and Zelda were trying to face off one of these Guardians, and I guess Link was just really beat up and could not destroy it and ended up dying. In result, Zelda used whatever power to either destroy the Guardian and possibly escape with Link's Master Sword, because we do see her in the special box artwork. Like on the back of it, we can see a screenshot of Zelda holding the Master Sword, and we also see a scene of her in one of the previous trailers with her standing right in front of the Great Deku Tree, and that is exactly where we see Link in a scene of the trailer re-find the Master Sword, where he is most likely going to pick it up, and that's where the Great Deku Tree tells Link that he has no memory of, you know, what happened 100 years ago, and that he must relearn it, of course, because most likely Zelda is somewhere. Maybe she was put into stasis so that she can be alive when Link is resurrected, but in general, we know that Zelda managed to possibly escape, restore the Master Sword back into its pedestal, and then just disappear until Link wakes up again with, you know, her disembodied voice telling Link what to do and to hopefully remember once again, as, you know, they were pretty much together 100 years prior. And by together, I just mean, like, you know, they helped battle. I mean, we don't really know in the sense of, like, romantically if Link and Zelda will end up together. I'm really curious if that will be, like, something they will touch over in Breath of the Wild, but that's beyond the point. My point is that, yes, most likely Link was killed off, Zelda managed to escape, she left the Master Sword for him, and that's pretty much all we can get from these cutscenes. Granted, this is kind of a theory because Nintendo didn't confirm it, but I can assure you that this is what we're going to discover in Breath of the Wild when the game is actually out, that Link was killed off by a guardian, and you know, the Sheikah had to eventually seal Calamity Ganon with the 4 giants, and with the fact that they had the guardians and those 4 giants, it just completely scared the King of Hyrule, Hyrule's people, and I mean the fact that most likely Link died from a guardian. Yes, Hyrule's king was like, okay, we're done with the Sheikah, and they banished the Sheikah entirely from Hyrule, resulting in their towers, you know, going underground, and overall the Sheikah not being shown within the 100 years until Link comes back once again, and hopefully Link will reintroduce the Sheikah to Hyrule again, because, I mean, he's gonna need their help with the runes and everything, because, yes, this time around, hopefully Link will have the Sheikah Slate, and I believe the whole point is that the Sheikah Slate will be the, like, the upgrade, the thing that will help Link not lose this time around, and that's why there's so many trials and all of that, because the Sheikah must have created it so Link doesn't mess up this time around, because, yeah, not even Link and Zelda can put an end to it, or even the Sheikah themselves. All the Sheikah did was just, you know, seal Calamity Ganon for the time being, but now Link must, you know, reawaken in his second, you know, chance, I guess, you know, second life to actually do what he couldn't do, and now he has help of possibly the new companions he's going to be meeting, as well as the Sheikah Slate and all of the Sheikah runes that he'll be learning from the trials and whatnot. So yeah, I have a feeling that's the whole point of the game, and that's why this time around the Sheikah are just going to be very heavy, in the sense that, you know, Link is just going to have to rely on all of the, you know, Sheikah mechanics and the Sheikah magic and all of that to help him, because he clearly didn't help him before. But this time the Sheikah can't rely on their guardians, because the guardians went against them, so they just kind of have to rely on Link and solely Link, and not do the mistake of creating an army of mechanical machines that could go against him, because that might have been the Sheikah's downfall, the fact that they didn't rely on Link. But Hyrule's supposed to rely on Link, because as we know, that's what Hyrule is destined to rely on. Link is their hero, and since the Sheikah, I guess, wanted to play the role of the hero, maybe that's why everything went so bad, because they just didn't expect Link to be the one to do. And I mean, Link wasn't able to do it, because Link clearly died, but that could still be a part of the Sheikah's fault, because most likely Link died, as we see, to a guardian from the scenes, so that was a Sheikah creation, so they might be behind what killed Link, even though it wasn't their intention whatsoever. And that might be the reason why the Sheikah seem to be so hidden, even though they're all over the game with their shrines, because, I mean, after they were banished, they must overall just feel really guilty of what happened with how bad their plan went. But overall, this is just kind of like a theory / discussion that I feel like a lot of you guys might be getting on board with, and I mean, I have a feeling, I'm pretty sure that I'm right, but we're not going to be 100% certain until the game comes out and officially confirms all of our speculation and pretty much everything I mentioned in this video. But I just thought I'd make this video to kind of inform those who usually question why I say Link died. Well, this is the reason why Link died, and this is kind of like the whole story, so hopefully you guys understand and found this interesting in any sort of way. Sure, You know, a lot of you guys might agree with me with this, because I do know a lot of other theories that are similar to this, and I mean, overall, it's the most you can make with it, because I feel like this is as real as Breath of the Wild gets. Like, this isn't just a theory, this is what we've seen in Breath of the Wild, and we know it's going to be a part of the story, but it's just not yet confirmed. So yeah, anyways, just thought I'd make this video because, you know, like I said, you know, a lot of you guys have been asking and whatnot, and overall I just have fun making these videos. I hope you guys enjoyed it for what it is, and let me know what else you'd want me to talk about in the comments below about Breath of the Wild to keep hyping it up until its release. Anyways, I'm ZeldaMaster. Thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you all in the next one. Bye!